Welcome back to Biker's Choice, where we chase the rumble of American iron across endless blacktop and beyond. If you're dreaming of a touring throne that hauls you and your better half from coast to coast with effortless swagger, zero compromises on luxury, and that unmistakable Harley heartbeat, hold on to your helmets because today we're deep diving the 2026 Harley Davidson Street Glide Ultra. Harley took their flagship bagger and cranked it up for the new year with refined aerodynamics, smarter tech, and even more torque under the hood, making it the ultimate long-haul companion that's as comfy as a recliner and as thrilling as a backroad blitz. I've logged miles on prototypes and pored over the fresh specs, so we're breaking it all down: the head-turning exterior that's pure touring poetry, the cockpit sanctuary that'll make 500-mile days feel like a breeze, the performance surge that redefines grand American cruising, and the pricing that justifies every penny of that premium vibe. If this sounds like your next horizon chaser, hit that like button, subscribe for more no-holds-barred rides, and let's fire up the Milwaukee 8 and hit the highway. Envision this: you're thundering into a roadside diner at dusk, the 2026 Street Glide Ultra parked like a chrome sentinel, its batwing fairing slicing the twilight with that iconic, aggressive profile that's been etched into motorcycle lore since the 60s. Harley refined the exterior for 26 with evolutionary tweaks that amp up the presence without losing the soul, starting with the sculpted fairing, now wind tunnel optimized using CFD for a sleeker splitstream vent that channels air smoother, cutting drag by 15% over last year for better fuel stretch on those cross-country slogs. The frame's a beefy yet balanced steel backbone, tipping the scales at 866 pounds wet, but that low-slung stance, thanks to a 28.5-inch seat height, makes it feel planted and prow-like, not ponderous. Up front, the fixed shark nose fairing houses a piercing LED headlight array with adaptive cornering lamps that light up turns like daylight, flanked by integrated turn signals that blink crisp and clear. The windshield, bumped 4 inches taller for 26, it's a crystal clear, quick-release unit that slashes helmet buffeting by up to 60%, letting you chat with your pillion at 80 miles per hour without yelling. That tank's a 6-gallon peanut bulge in billiard gray or optional vivid black, laser-etched with bar and shield badges that gleam under fresh paint jobs. Think Whiskey Firestorm for a fiery sunset glow or Mystic Shift that morphs from purple haze to midnight blue in the light. The saddlebags are cavernous hardshell units, color-matched and lockable, swallowing 4.9 cubic feet total with the fairing lowers and King Tour Pack up top, all keyed to the ignition for grab-and-go security. Rear fenders chopped clean with a slim LED taillight strip, and the exhaust. Dual chrome pipes kick up high, rumbling with a deeper, throatier note tuned for Euro 5 compliance while keeping that V-twin soul intact. Wheels are 18-inch Enforcer cast alloys, wrapped in beefy 130/70-18 front and 180/65-16 rear rubber that grips rain-slicked interstates or sweeping canyons with equal poise. Ground clearance hovers at 5.3 inches for that lowrider rake, but the 26-degree lean angle surprises with cornering carve. No excess bling here. It's purposeful chrome on engine guards and heat shields, matte black accents on the lowers, and optional LED accent strips that pulse with your rhythm. From any angle, this exterior screams, built for the journey, with corrosion-proof finishes for salty shores and a silhouette that draws crowds at every fuel stop, blending heritage muscle with modern menace. Mounting the Street Glide Ultra is like claiming your spot in first class, pure, enveloping luxury that turns the road into your living room. For 2026, Harley's dialed in the ergonomics even tighter, focusing on two-up bliss with a rider triangle that's neutral and adjustable for riders from 5 feet 6 inches to 6 feet 4 inches. The seat's a premium leather perch, heated for chilly dawns and contoured with gel inserts that cradle your backside for hours, while the pillion gets a plush backrest and armrests integrated into the tour pack for secure, cozy leans into curves. Bars are mini-ape pullbacks, 1.5 inches higher and wider for a natural reach that eases shoulder strain, with internal wiring for a clean look. Footboards forward mount with heel-toe shifter, rubber damp to hush vibes, and adjustable for legroom tweaks mid-tour. Controls are glove-friendly silk, a light-effort hydraulic clutch, thumb-activated cruise control, and mode switches right at your fingertips. The cockpit crown. That 12.3-inch TFT touchscreen running Skyline OS, Harley's slickest infotainment yet. Glaring full color with glove touch response, spitting NAV from Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, traffic cams, weather overlays, and even Spotify queuing without pulling over. Voice commands via the 200-watt Rockford Fosgate system, pumping through 4 fairing speakers and 2 tour pack woofers, turn podcasts into surround sound at highway roar. Dash clusters analog touch and speedo with digital fuel, gear, and volt readouts, all auto-dimming for dawn patrols. Mirrors are convex and power adjustable, staying rock steady at triple digits, and there's a USB-C hub in the dash plus another under the seat for device immortality. Wind protection is elite, the fairings vented lowers deflect blasts, and an optional vented shield adds customizable flow. Storage. Fairing pouches for sunnies and toll fobs, saddlebag liners with nets, and the tour pack's got 12-volt outlets for coolers or chargers. It's not just controls, it's connectivity. Bluetooth helmets pair seamless, and the bike's over-the-air updates keep software fresh without a dealer trip. This interior whispers, settle in, whether you're solo scouting routes or tandem touring national parks, with every touchpoint premium and every mile massaged away. Now, the thunder that makes legends, the 2026 Street Glide Ultra's performance is Harley's masterclass in torque-drenched touring, where raw power meets refined delivery for roads that beg to be devoured. Nestled in the twin-cam cradle is the liquid-cooled Milwaukee 8117, a 114 cubic inch V-twin that's been massaged for 26 with variable valve timing whispers and refined EFI mapping, churning 105 horses at 4,600 RPM and a monstrous 130 lb-ft of torque from just 3,250 RPM. Enough low-end shove to surge past RVs in 6th gear or loaf at 55 miles per hour like it's idling. Top speed. A governed 110 miles per hour that'll pin you back on straights, fed through a beefy 6-speed cruise drive transmission with a slipper clutch that downshifts buttery for panic stops or heel-toe play. Fuel economy sips 42 to 45 miles per gallon highway, stretching that 6-gallon tank to 270 miles before the low fuel chime, with eco-mode dialing injection for thrift on flatlands. Suspension's plush yet planted, a 49mm inverted fork up front with 4.6 inches of cartridge-damped travel, triple clamps tuned for stability, and out back, hand-adjustable emulsion shocks with hydraulic preload for 3.5 inches of progressive soak that eats expansion joints or whoops without wallow. Geometry's a 64-inch wheelbase with 26-degree rake and 6.7 inches of trail for laser tracking at speed, but the low center of gravity lets you lean into sweepers with confidence, scraping pegs only when you push it. Braking. Reflex-linked ABS on dual 300mm front rotors and a 300mm rear, with cornering traction control that senses gravel or wet leaves and feathers power smooth. Ride modes, road, sport, rain, custom, remapped throttle, ABS, and engine braking on the fly, while hill hold keeps you steady at lights. Vibration. Twin balancers and rubber mounts hush the mill to a soothing pulse at cruise, with just enough buzz through the boards to remind you're astride American iron. From stoplight launches that flex the chassis to interstate drones where cruise control and audio sync your soul, this performance isn't frantic, it's authoritative, reliable, with a 100,000-mile drivetrain that's serviced easy and a belt drive that's whisper quiet for years. It's the bike that turns commutes into escapes and tours into triumphs. Finally, the bottom line. Harley's pricing the 2026 Street Glide Ultra to reward loyalty without sticker shock, starting at $30,999 for the base in billiard gray. A $250 bump from $25 for the VT tweaks and fresh colors, but still $2,000 less than the Road Glide Ultra equivalent. Vivid black adds nothing, while premium paints like Whiskey Firestorm tack on $500, two-tones $1,200, and custom jobs up to $2,500 for that one-of-one vibe. ABS and infotainment are standard, no upcharges, and destination fees hover at $1,595, landing you under $33K out the door before taxes. Compared to the base Street Glide's $28,249, you're investing in the tour pack, extra speakers, and heated seats, value that pays dividends on week-long jaunts. Dealer incentives might shave $500 early season, and financing at 6.99% APR stretches payments to $450 per month over 84 months. For a loaded tourer with this heritage and horsepower, it's premium without excess, especially when rivals like the Indian Challenger Dark Horse hit $32K for less storage. Phew, that's the full throttle on the 2026 Harley Davidson Street Glide Ultra. A bagger built for ballads on the blue highways, loaded with legacy and luxury that'll echo for generations. If you're eyeing endless roads with a co-pilot in tow, this is your chariot. Drop in the comments, what's your dream Harley tour route? Like if you're tempted, subscribe for more epic evals, and ring the bell for the next ride. Links below for configs and test rides. Thanks for rolling with Biker's Choice. Keep the rubber side down, the wind in your face, and we'll rev it up soon. Ride free,